Consumer protection advocates warn pawn shops are exploiting a loophole in Illinois law to trap desperate borrowers in a debt spiral. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, met a disabled veteran in East St. Louis working to dig himself out of a financial hole.
The financial pressures of the pandemic nearly broke Clarence Gayden. When the mother of his young children abruptly died without warning and without life insurance, he felt he had an obligation.
To help out on her burial.
But money was tight. He had already paid for his car in cash, so he surrendered it, the one asset he had, as collateral.
At that moment, you trying to help the situation out, and you read and you see the fine print, but you're like, oh, what the hell, I can pay it back,
At the time, Illinois title loan companies were charging borrowers 178% APR on average. That's 5 times higher than the current 36% cap lawmakers set in 2021.
And then the pandemic hit, then she hit the hospital, so I'm trying to keep up, with the bills.
Clarence isn't alone. Analysts at the Woodstock Institute examine financial systems and their impact on people in poverty.
And that data contains a wealth of information, including the borrower's address and zip code.
Brent Adams found a dramatic racial disparity in payday loans targeting communities of color in the Metro East.
So the disparities in payday lending were particularly stark.
People living in Clarence's zip code were 12.5 times more likely to take out a payday loan than this nearby zip code, where census demographics show 99% of people living there are white. Years later, he's still trying to pay off that loan and regain his car in his name. The road to fiscal recovery took a turn for the worse when he had to choose between paying his fiance's medical bills or his high-interest loan.
Just had no other choice.
And when the money runs out,
they automatically come repossess your car. And then you got to pay the repossession fee, you got to pay the toll fee, then you got to pay the release fee. All of that add up to $3,000.
Title loan and payday loan companies now have to operate under that 36% cap in Illinois. But the company that was charging Mr. Gayden moved to Missouri to avoid that regulation and continues to charge him those high rates. Meanwhile, consumer protection advocates say pawn shops are exploiting a loophole in that Illinois law to continue charging as much as 243% rates for borrowers to buy back what was once theirs.